Madrid. Quiet morning. Palace gates still. Then, the announcement. Princess Leonor is getting married. The world reacts. Spain holds its breath. It has finally happened. The Spanish royal household has just confirmed what millions had been waiting to hear. Princess Leonor, future Queen of Spain, is officially engaged. The news broke early this morning and within minutes, headlines across Europe, America, and Asia were ablaze with the story. Crowds gathered outside the royal palace in Madrid, waving flags and singing the national anthem, as though a national holiday had been declared. Social media erupted, trending the news in every language, every continent, as the hashtag, Leonor's wedding, dominated timelines. The official statement from Casa Real was brief, elegant, and deeply moving. It confirmed that Princess Leonor had accepted a marriage proposal with the full blessing of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia. The palace also released a single photograph, one that is already being called iconic, showing Leonor and her fiancé standing in the royal gardens, her smile soft and radiant, his hand gently resting on hers. But who is the man who has captured the heart of Spain's future queen? And how did this love story unfold in the shadows of Europe's most closely watched monarchy? Royal insiders say the romance has been quietly developing for several years. Close friends of the princess claim that the two first met at a diplomatic event where both royal families were present. What began as polite conversation soon grew into letters, private visits, and a connection that no amount of royal protocol could deny. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace reveal that King Felipe personally invited the young man to several private dinners at the palace to get to know him better. These dinners, described as warm and familial, were key in building trust and ensuring the future king consort understood the immense responsibility that comes with standing beside Spain's next monarch. And then came the proposal. According to reports, it was simple yet profound. No public cameras. No elaborate staged moment. Just a quiet evening, a personal promise, and a breathtaking ring. The ring, as seen in today's official photograph, features a Spanish diamond surrounded by two tiny rubies, a nod to the colors of Spain's flag. Jewelers are already predicting it will become one of the most iconic engagement rings in royal history. Within hours of the announcement, European royals began sending public congratulations. The Danish royal house, the British royal family, and even royal families from the Middle East and Asia issued warm messages of support. It is clear this wedding will not just be a Spanish celebration, it will be a global event. The next question is, when and where will this wedding take place? Palace officials have confirmed that the date is set for late summer, just after Princess Leonor completes her current military training commitments. The likely venue is the Almudena Cathedral in Madrid, the same sacred site where King Felipe married Queen Letizia. This choice is symbolic, reminding the nation of the continuity of Spain's monarchy and the enduring strength of its traditions. Preparations are already underway. Madrid's city officials are coordinating security measures, crowd control, and international press accommodations. Tens of thousands are expected to line the streets on the wedding day, just as they did for Felipe and Letizia's wedding 2 decades ago. Fashion houses across Spain are now in a frenzy, each hoping to design the gown that will define a new generation of Spanish royalty. Royal watchers are already debating whether Leonor will choose a bold, modern style or honor the traditional Spanish mantilla and lace that generations of royal brides before her have worn. But this is more than just a wedding, this is a moment that will define Spain's future. For many Spaniards, Princess Leonor represents hope, renewal, and a new chapter for the monarchy. Her marriage will not only shape her personal destiny but also the image of the Spanish crown for decades to come. Political analysts say this royal wedding could strengthen national unity at a time when Spain faces deep social and political divisions. Still, there are questions only time will answer. Will Leonor and her husband reside primarily in Madrid, or will they take up residence at another royal estate? Will her husband receive a title upon marriage, and if so, which one? Will the couple take on a full calendar of joint engagements immediately, or wait until after Leonor's formal accession to the throne? The public will get its first answers soon. The palace has confirmed that Princess Leonor and her fiancé will sit down for a joint interview later this week, their first as an engaged couple. The interview will reportedly cover their courtship, the proposal, and their shared vision for the future of Spain's monarchy. And while royal fans count the days until that interview airs, preparations for the wedding continue at a fever pitch. Carriage routes are being inspected, ceremonial uniforms are being tailored, and the Spanish royal guard is already rehearsing for what will undoubtedly be one of the most televised events in recent history. Imagine it, the bells of Madrid ringing, the streets awash with red and yellow, the entire nation holding its breath as Princess Leonor steps out of the palace in her bridal gown. Millions around the world will watch live as she walks up the cathedral steps, ready to exchange vows that will not only unite two hearts but also mark the dawn of a new era for the Spanish crown. This is not just a love story. It is history. It is tradition. It is destiny unfolding before our eyes. As night falls over Madrid, the royal palace glows with light, its windows shining like beacons, as if the building itself is celebrating the future that awaits. And across Spain, families raise glasses of cava in a collective toast to their future queen. One thing is certain, this wedding is no ordinary event. It is a moment that will be remembered for generations, a moment when the world turned its gaze to Spain, and Spain reminded the world of the enduring power of monarchy, love, and hope. The frenzy has begun, and this is only the beginning.